Hey coin collectors, Dan the Collecting Man here. Today we've got the next release of the Great Southern Land. This is the Snakeskin Jasper. I think this is really cool one to get, and I do like this one. It's sold out pretty much straight away. So let's have a look at it, and I'm going to go through my thoughts of having this collection. Something that I think is a really nice collection to own from a collector's series point of view. And I do like it how they're using different materials each year within it and changing up the design a little bit. And what I like about this one as well is every design is unique because it's got real pieces of Jasper in it. It's going to be very different, so you might get a nice one with nice lines, or might get one it's a bit more bland. So let's leave that for a second and have a look. Let's see the certificate first and see how we went with the certificate. So this has got the desert look about it, and it goes through a little bit about the coin itself and some of the key details that you're looking for. But it's this one over here. We've got number 806 and a mintage of only 5,000. Like I said, they sell out pretty much instantly. So very cool. I met the designer that makes this series this year at the Melbourne and a show, and she was able to sign the certificate this year, so that would be really cool. So let's have a look at this one. I might put it under the microscope as well to have a look at it. Yes, it does come up really nice. So as we can see here, this one's got a lot of white with the red popping out through it. So that's what's unique about this one and all the other ones. It kind of does have that snake kind of look about it. Some I've seen have got a little bit more black in it, a little bit more red, but this one does look really cool with the land of Australia in there. And then you've got some really desert like animals, and I think that's what I like about this one, is it gives it that real Australian kind of look in there. So you got your dingoes, your snakes and lizards and all those other kind of core animals that you expect to see. 2025 edition. So this series has been going for 5 years. It skipped a year in there, and the gold edition is lagging by a year. So you'll see this one here now is being released in gold this year. And then we've got King Charles on the obverse. So it's a little bit different to your other standard coins, the way they've done this one. It just pops out a little bit differently. So I'll have a look at this one and compare it to the other ones. And there's two that I still want to get, some of the older ones. It's definitely a series I want to get the whole lot of, but it sells out, like I said, straight away from the Perth Mint. So let's look at last year, 2024. This is the Chrysosphere one. As you can see, you've got the signed certificate on this one, which is cool. It's a little bit lower number on this one. But you can see the nice color on this one. This has a really beautiful green on this one. I really like this one. It's a really nice color to get. So you can see how the series comes along and really starts to bring out some of those beautiful stones that we have here in Australia. And then we've got this one here, which is another nice one to get. This is from 2022, the blue lepstonite. So we'll have a look at this one. You can see this one is pretty cool. Let's have a look at, I haven't even seen the certificate number on this one. So we've got a very lowish one of 384. But then we got this one here, and this has another good look in it. So you can see this one, how it has a really different kind of look, and having every year you start to get a nice look of Australia in different stone, in silver as well, which is a key thing to have, and I think it really pops out. So the ones that we've had that I still need to get is the 2021. It's the Mother and Pearl, and the one that's probably most collectible and most people are looking to get is the 2020, which is an opal. And opal coins definitely pop out, especially with the black in the background. You have that opal, it looks really cool. So it's around $900 at the moment on the secondary market. So if you look at this, it cost me around $190 this year to get this one here. So they're definitely going up in price, but definitely on the secondary market they go up quite a lot more because of the value. So you got 1 ounce of silver in here as well, which is a nice little bit of silver to get from a silver collecting point of view. So we've got about $60 worth of silver. I'm not sure if it's a rare stone or not. Doubt it, that it is from that point. But I might put this under the microscope and we can try and see if we can a little bit clearer view. So I'm going to take this out of the glass, otherwise it's just going to reflect. It might reflect anyway under the microscopes, but we can only give it a go. I'm definitely not going to touch the coin. Don't want to do that. Alright, so let's bring in the microscope. I might have to change the focus on this one. Let's have a look and see if we can get a better image on the actual coin itself. So you can kind of see it there with the lines. It actually does come up pretty nicely on here. So you can see the whole map of Australia. You can see all those beautiful lines going across it. I think that's really a nice little cut. I'm not sure if that's a crack or not going along there. You got old Tassie down the bottom there. Then we can start to see some of that design. Look at the design they've put into the silver. Look at that little spider. Really pops out. I'm not trying to change the focus on that. Well, you can really see that. The scorpions. They've got a lot of those beautiful desert animals there. Absolutely looks really, really cool. This is definitely one to have. 2025. I really like this one. So we've got the birds in there, the dingoes coming across down. Definitely a snake. You've got to have a snake in there, especially being the year of the snake, which is a nice little tie-in. So you've got the year of the snake in this one, and it's actually a snakeskin jasper stone. So I think that really ties it all up. But definitely seeing it under this light with the proof-like finish. Absolutely gorgeous. The perthmint really know what they're doing, and they definitely hit it out of the park on this one. So I think this one is definitely one of the, for the last couple that have been out there, I think I like this one the most. I'd have to say definitely the opal is definitely at the top, but I reckon this is going to be a pretty close second, having that nice redness. I wish I had got one that had a little bit more red in there. I've seen some of those that have a lot more red, but it's still nonetheless a nice little one to get. So make sure you let us know what your thoughts are on this one. I'd love to know if you're able to get it, or if it's something that you're trying to get on part of your collection series. Definitely think it's a really cool one to get, no matter what you do as a collector. Make sure if you do enjoy this and you found this informative and you like this coin, make sure you do give us a thumbs up and subscribe to Dan the Collecting Man. We've got a really good release of videos coming up over the next month, and I'll go through some of the mintages on some of the coins as the mints start releasing that information as well. And as always, thanks so much for watching and joining the coin collecting community. I'll catch you in my next video. Dan.